I need to stop buying special editions, but I know I'm never going to. Hi my fellow weirdos, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I read and review all types of horror. Today I'm going to show you 2 new additions to my collection of special editions. Now I got these both off Vinted, which is like a reseller website in the UK. I ended up, they're both actually US editions, so I had to get them, guys.
I had to get them, guys.
It's not that often that you can find US special editions on Vinted for horror. And the actual subscription services themselves, I can't sign up to them yet. But I will reveal more when I talk about each book. So the first book is actually a book that I already own, but I've not read it yet. I think the original cover is just as good, but when I saw this special edition, I gasped audibly. This is from Owl Crate, and this is the edition of The Macabre by Kosoko Jackson. Now, can we just, for the sprayed edge, Now, if you didn't know, red and black is kind of my thing. So this, when I saw this, with a creepy painting and a creepy ghost woman, I had to get it. Like, I had to. Now, it also has a gorgeous sort of foil shimmer. I don't know if you can see that. But honestly, I had to pick it up. And it has on the back, so my question is, what do you do when art scares you? I stare right back at it. And it comes complete with the foiling on the naked hardback and the end papers as well. Absolutely stunning. It's all very a bit of me. I love my special editions to be dark, to be bleak, to be gothic. This definitely hits the bill. Now let me tell you where this is from. This is the Locked Library edition. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I don't actually believe that these are a horror subscription service. I think their editions usually consist of a lot of romance, maybe romantasy. However, they released this in October, so I think they did sort of like a spooky edition for October, like as a one-off. So that's obviously not something I'd sign up for. I'll have to look out for this year's edition that they do, because this one is absolutely stunning. So to compare, I'm going to show you the normal original edition, which is on my shelf as well, which is just as good. Like, it's still got the painting. Like, the whole element of this book is about art and paintings. So let's get into the plot. So basically we follow this guy who's from the US. He's a painter, he's an artist. He's always thought something special of his work. He, especially when he's painting, he's always felt drawn to paint, and like his work has always been destined for something greater. He, surprisingly to him, he gets a message from the British Library asking him to take part in an exhibition and part of the curation process. So he ends up going over. So he goes over to the UK to take part in this curated show, and he's asked to do a painting of a painting. Now, the painting itself that he's asked to do a painting of is actually his great-grandfather's painting. Once he does that, things start to happen. Now, I've looked into this, and it's the author's first adult debut, and I think it very much follows along the lines of like horror and fantasy. There's a lot of fantastical elements to this, so bear that in mind if that's the kind of horror that you like. It's also queer and gothic as well, so love that. So yeah, can I wait to read this? And am I hoping it's going to be a 5-star? Of course I am, because I've got 2 editions of it. So let me know if you've read this, guys. I would love to know. Or if you've read anything by this author at all, because obviously, well, I haven't read anything by this author. Like I say, he's done YA books, I think, before. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Thank you to the seller that sold me this on Vinted. Love it. Now, the next book, oh my God, guys, I actually can't believe that I got this, because when I first saw this, I was in shock. Honestly, I knew that I had to have it. I'll tell you why in a minute. Now, this is from Owl Crate. They have just introduced, I believe, well, when I say just, I think they've got 4 or 5 books out already, but they've introduced a quarterly horror subscription. Like I say, they're based in the US. I tried to sign up for this before, I think several months ago, when they released their last book, which I will leave a screenshot of because it was so nice. However, I've still had no luck. So when I first saw this, when I saw this on their Instagram, I was equal parts excited and gutted, because I thought that I would never receive a copy of this. However, I saw it on Vinted and I've never jumped to buy something so quickly. And that book is Dark Sisters by Kirsty DeMeester. You're not even ready to see this, but not only is this freaking stunning, look at the edges. I am honestly in awe of, it's so beautiful. Like, it carries on towards the top and towards the bottom as well. This honestly is stunning. I'm going to tag the artists, and like I did with the previous book, but just to mention, this is the same artist that actually did my logo. So I commissioned the illustration for my face for my logo, and also it's the same illustrator that illustrated Such Lovely Skin by Tatiana Scoletti Bonet. This book is excellent, by the way, if you've not read this. But yeah, you can see the sort of style this artist has. They're all obviously very different images, but they've got their own style, artistic style. And as soon as I saw this, I knew it was by the same illustrator and the same artist, sorry. And I knew that I had to have it. But yeah, anyway, so in the back, it says, "In the end, we all wear our brutality like beautiful cloth in the name of love." And then we've got the foiling on the front, which obviously says the title and Kirsty DeMeester. And then we have the end papers, which are given very witch, pilgrim, like old times. And then we have a reverse dust jacket as well, which says, "A witch born of a deeper magic than his god. I smiled at the thought of it." I love that as well, but I don't think I will be flipping that round anytime soon, because the front illustration is just too beautiful. Now, as you can probably tell from the vibes of this book, this is a gothic historical, a book about witches. We follow 3 women and 3 different timelines. One from the 1700s, where a woman is being accused of a witch, so she's trying to flee town. We follow one from the 1950s, where a woman is getting sick of being a housewife and a stay-at-home mother. And we have the last timeline, which is in the noughties in 2007, where a woman is a preacher's daughter and is forced to take part in this mega church kind of situation. So essentially we have 3 women that are being restricted within their own setting. And then we also have the folklore tale of the Dark Sisters, which is another tale that's integrated within the stories. So this is very much giving folky, witchy, gothic, small town in maybe the first timeline, because it's set in the 1700s. And yeah, it's very much my style book. I'm into witchy books at the minute. And yeah, this edition, I'm just so happy that I've got this. I don't think it's out in the UK yet, but I will put a screen grab of the original cover, which is just as nice as well. This was on my TBR anyway before I even saw this special edition, so I'm so happy that I've got this. I mean, can I say happy again that I've got this? No, I'm just going to keep rambling about it. That's been my little haul of my 2 amazing special editions. Let me know if you would want to read one of these. Also, let me know if you want a little tour of my other special editions, because I've started collecting them now. These 2 are probably one of the top tier ones, if I'm being honest. I knew that I had to have these. Like I say, anything that's dark, anything that's got red in it, I definitely am like a magpie. And yeah, let me know if you've got any special editions on your shelf as well. I will see you later, weirdos. Bye.